Hey, it's Brandon again back at it with another how-to video. In this video, I will demonstrate how to assign average cost with a purchase order.
Once you are actively using your Finale account, the most common method to assign your cost is the purchase order feature. To get started, let's look at a few products as examples. You can see here we have our black tea and chai tea, both of which have no average cost assigned currently. Now let's dive into our purchase orders. I threw this PO together as a demonstration to speed up the process here. Mostly we're looking at our item lines here. You can see we have the black tea and chai tea, both with quantities ordered. Nothing has been received. Next, notice that the price per unit is also equal to the landed cost per unit at this time. Now let's play around. We'll add a shipping cost at $50. You can see here in the pane that we're taking the shipping cost and allocating it by the subtotal back across the products. After adding this $50 shipping cost, we now can see the landed cost per unit has adjusted. We can also drill down and use our show landed cost detail link and see how that $50 is broken apart across the products. You can also add other adjustments. Maybe we added a card insurance, for example, and it wasn't allocated. So this $30 does not impact the landed cost per unit and will not be in our breakdown. This is how you assign your landed cost per unit. Please keep in mind the landed cost per unit is what's being applied as your units are going to be received momentarily. Now let's step back and think about how we get our adjustments configured. You do this in your application settings by going to the purchasing tab and then selecting the adjustment tab under the purchasing section. Here's where you can edit and make changes to your adjustments and add new adjustments as well. Please note your base allocation options are to allocate by subtotal, allocate by weight if you have this configured in your account, or the quantity being ordered on the PO. Those are your options. Most users would use subtotal by default unless they configure their weight. Going back into our purchase order, one other thing to note here is that you can receive before completing this, and that is okay. Finale has the power to retroactively go back and assign the correct cost based on this screen. So order of operations will not kill you here. Once we're happy and content with our screen, we can commit our PO. What this does is it commits those units to be quote unquote on order units. Next is the actual shipment process. I'm going to go to the shipment tab today and do a partial shipment, as I would say most people usually receive mess ups or receive partial shipments more than they actually have a perfect world where they receive everything. We'll receive our partial shipment, go back to our purchase order screen. You can see we're partially received. We still expect to receive a few more units. And you can see down here that which units have been received and what's not received. Now that we've received our units, we can drill back down to our products and we can see our units here. We have our on-hand units that have been received, and we also have our on-order units that we are still expecting to receive. And most importantly, that landed cost per unit was assigned to our products. Going into a product and going to our valuation, you can see we have our per unit cost based on what's in stock, and we have a total value now. Over time, Finale will continue to calculate this as you receive more and more POs for black tea with various costs, always trying to get you the most up-to-date, accurate landed cost per unit.
This concludes this how-to video. If you have any additional questions, please reference our Onboarding Academy on the Help Center or contact service@finaleinventory.com.